Hi, I'm Michelle Brown, and I just wanted to show you some thank you cards that I made with the 2014-2016 in color inks. And let's see, I did a little bit of water bleaching or whatever, everybody has a different name for it, and made these cute little cards. The yellow, the green, the purple, the orange, and the blue. And they're all blank inside, so you can write whatever message you want inside there or give these as a gift to someone. So let's get started. We've got our beautiful cards. We're going to make these little thank you cards, little thank you notes, blank on the inside. Cute little set. I cut the corners off. I added some little flowers here. And this is embossed with white embossing, and then I just put the color on. You can do that with a sponge or with these cute little things from Ranger, Tim Holtz. Okay, so we've seen those. Very pretty. And let's see, we'll start out first with the stamp sets that I used. I used this floral here, and that is called First Sight. Then I used from this another thank you. I used this, where is it? This little thanks right here on the card. So those two stamp sets. Then I used the Botanical Builder Framelit dies, and all I used out of there was this tiny little flower. And that's, see it? So cute. That's what I used to make the little flowers that are over here in the corner. Okay, and we used the in color that is going out now. This is from 2014-2016 in color. We've got the Mossy Meadow, the Blackberry Bliss, the Tangelo Twist, the Lost Lagoon, and the Hello Honey. I'm going to use all of those, and Whisper White cardstock, and you're going to cut those into a note card size, which is 5 by 7 and scored at 3.5, or you can just buy the note cards. And then of course I've got the 2014-2016, if I said that wrong about the ink pads, the set of paper, the cardstock, and we're going to just use it just to cut. You just need a small little piece. We're just going to cut one little flower out of each one of those. So you just need scraps from that. And that is again the Blackberry Bliss, Hello Honey, Lost Lagoon, Mossy Meadow, and Tangelo Twist. And this all comes as a set with the ink pads. The paper and the ink pads come together. And we're going to use the Uniball. Whoops, there we go. It's pigment ink. It's white. And there you go. Oh, there it is. It's Signo. Uniball Signo, and that's what we're going to use to touch up the little circles there. Versamark, some water. I just put it in this little Ranger mister. You can use whatever mister you want or you happen to have. Then I've got white embossing powder. Again, any white embossing powder will work. The multi-glue, the Tombow, and like I said before, these little Ranger guys to hold the, they have Velcro on them, and they hold the little pads on them. So I put a little piece of Velcro on the back of my stamp pad, and they just stick right on there, and they don't come off. And then they're just like a little sponge, and so you can sponge on the color onto the cards. And here's our cardstock. And last but not least, this is the little punch that I used for the edges to get these cute little edges here. So we can probably start. This isn't a have to, but, and you take it and you flip it over, because they don't exactly match unless you take it, punch it, flip it over, and punch it. They match that way. I'm sure everybody's heard of this wonderful Misty tool. One of my favorite things now. Really starting to like this thing. Makes it very nice when you're doing something like this, where you are doing more than one card and you want them to match. It keeps everything in the same place. Okay, and now we're going to peel off the stamp. Let's see where we want to put it on here, or somewhere down here. Make sure it looks straight. And then it also has the little grid here to help you keep it straight. And they are very sticky. Just press this down and always make sure it's in the same spot. Let's check that again. So my magnets aren't in the way. The magnets helped hold the paper down. And let's take the sweater off because that's getting in the way now. All right, and now we're going with the Versamark. Ink that up. Hold that down for a second or two. The other part too that's nice is if you mess this up, you can always ink it and stamp it again. Okay, so there's one. We'll set that aside. Mine, I did use the yellow on every one of the cards, whether it be in the center like these two or on the outside like these two. Okay, so we'll do that again. I like that combination with the other colors. It looks nice when the yellow is in there to break it up a little. I'll show you what we do, or what I do. About 3 sprays on your hand, and then we're just going to drop, drip, drop, however you want to call it. Shake my hand off, water off my hand, and it will move the ink just a little. And that's how we get all those little dots. And now take this right in the center. We're just going to color it. And there you have the 4 little thank you cards. And if you see any more little mistakes in here where the ink went over top of the embossing powder and covered it up, you just fix it with your Uniball white pen. And that is it. See the variance, differences in the intensity of color? You can just put more ink and you can get it darker. They're all done. So, thanks for watching. Bye.